Hello, welcome to the channel. I'm that sim racing bloke, and this is my Assetto Corsa 3 wishlist. So AC was released in late 2014 and later ACC in mid 2018. With ACC rapidly approaching its second birthday and its second DLC having just been released, it's not totally insane to start thinking about Assetto Corsa 3. I couldn't find the exact dates on when ACC's development started in AC's lifespan, but it's safe to assume Kunos are thinking of or already in the process of creating Assetto Corsa 3, or is it 2? In this video I'll give my complete wish list for the game and what I would expect from a brand new AC title, so without further ado, let's get into it. My number one wish for this game is that Kunos will port over all the new technologies from ACC into a new sandbox sim racer. From incredible weather, new tyre wear and models, brake wear and a completely new engine to run all this new tech on. ACC was ported over the Unreal Engine, which is known for its ease of development and high quality. Many developers rely on their communities to create unofficial SDKs for UE4, Unreal Engine 4, but some do create official source development kits that help the modding community greatly. If Assetto Corsa 3 wants to beat the original AC in every single way, Kunos will need to release an official SDK and embrace the modding scene. In other words, official modding tools. A built-in track creator would be massive and will allow anyone to easily-ish create whatever track their imagination comes up with. Currently, modders have to use tools like Blender or Racetrack Builder, which can take hours upon hours of learning to use properly. Then modders have to port the tracks over to AC, which can be even harder than the creation itself. Personally, I've spent many hours trying to create tracks, never with outstanding results. You can check out my only release map, Green Trees Industrials, on Race Department. The same goes for cars, which is arguably even more difficult than creating tracks, as users have to input physics that both work well and feel realistic. If Kunos made this more accessible, it would mean more mods, more opportunities in-game and ultimately more publicity. One thing Ace is missing is a safety rating or ranking system. All sim racing games are implementing these days to give longevity and pride behind someone's driving. I suggest server owners have the option to make the servers ranked, meaning they could set a minimum safety rating to join, and all drivers are open to being penalised for dirty driving while racing in these servers, much like ACC. Of course, modded servers would automatically be unranked. They could even add competition servers on select cars and tracks, much like ACC. For me, this will make ACE 3 so much better and provide much more replayability. Understand that they may not want to take players away from ACC with this, so maybe they won't do GT3 or 4 races. But in 2020 I feel like a ranking system is needed in all sims, sandbox or not. If they do this, they would be competing directly with iRacing. With their multitude of cars and tracks, they could easily rival iRacing if they went this route. With the switch to Unreal Engine 4, Kunos could easily create open world maps and have them run just fine. I'm no expert in the matter, but AC's engine limited the size of maps and physics will get worse the further away you got from the centre. Just look at Shitoko, it's like you're driving on dirt the further away you get from the centre. Of course this would stretch their resources too thin if they do a ranking system too, but it's just an idea. Open world maps could be incredible for AC3. With the likes of Lake Louise, LA Canyons and many other large modded maps in AC, you can see the demand is there for open roads just to cruise on. I personally enjoyed doing this very much and would love to see some official open world maps, or even an open world version of current maps like Highlands. Next up is the features from Custom Shaders patch built into the game by default. This includes screenshot functions, camera tools, new FX, window wipers, weather, soul, and the ability to change everything on the fly. Better UI would also be included in this. Cough cough Kunos. Custom Shaders patch gave AC a new lease of life for many players, including myself. The enhanced graphics, nighttime, weather system almost made it feel like a totally new game. I was blown away the first time I saw it. When I watch old clips of AC, I just can't get over how bad it looks in comparison. It's crazy to think how much modding has done for this game. Up next on my wish list is better UI. I already mentioned this in the previous wish, but it's that important. Kunos is notoriously bad at UI, at least to me. Using it is much harder than it has to be in both AEC and ACC. All we need is clean, simple menus that work well. Even hire the content manager guys if you have to. They have the right idea. An extension of this would be the ability to choose your own car skin, or even create new skins in ACC before joining a server. In AC you can't select skins when joining a multiplayer server, and it can be quite annoying at times, very specific times. I'd like to see the ability to select a skin from a group that the server owner chooses, or even the abilities to create and edit skins in an editor like ACC. The next one might be a stretch for Kunos, but I'd like to see car customization, even if it's in its most basic form. Users would be able to select from a few presets of customization for certain Kunos cars, like street cars. They would be able to pick rims, bumpers, wings, lights before joining the server. There should also be a customization menu in the main menu, where players can pick their default setup so they don't have to do it every time they join. Finally, enhanced car damage. We're at a point in a video gaming world where games like these can handle proper damage physics. Too many times have I been drifting towards a wall, ready to tap it. I gently tap, but it just bounces me off like a rubber band. If we had even slightly better damage models, the bumper would get crushed and I would be able to carry on my drift with just a little knock. This goes for all disciplines in racing. Damage model in AC and ACC just isn't up to scratch in my opinion. They seem very linear and I would like to see something more like iRacing's damage model. In iRacing you regularly see wheels flying down the track after a bad incident and you have to avoid debris on the roads. To me this just makes the experience a whole lot more immersive. In AC, if you see a bad crash, you'd likely just see cars pinging around like pinballs in a pinball machine. So to sum it up, they should just build on what AC already is. Make it better, but don't change anything. Like I mentioned, they could either go the cruiser route with open world maps, customization, or they could go the hardcore racing route that rivals iRacing with ranked lobbies, etc. Let me know which one you would like more. Anyway, that's it from me. Let me know what you think about my ideas in the comments and leave any of your own down there too. While you're there, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons if you enjoyed the content and want to see more videos like this. Cheers.